So Christ gives us our hope in Christ. Bitcoin is financial hope here on earth. Christ is hope forever.
What should be a Christian take on Bitcoin?
If Todd and I just wanted to make money, I'd sell houses and we'd buy Bitcoin. But this is different. This is a mission.
It's a mission. Because I can tell you, without her, I would not be who I am, literally.
First, tell me, what is a Bitcoin club?
Wherever two or more are gathered, he is there. It happens all the time. It happens here in this club all the time. Bitcoin's going to grow. It's grown at 60% a year over the life of Bitcoin.
How not to get scammed.
How not to get scammed.
How to self-store, yes.
And Bitcoin is in the code. It doesn't care what you look like, who you are, where you came from. It's for everyone. Christ is for everyone. He doesn't care who you look like or where you came from. Ben walked up, looked at it, got on his knees and prayed in this parking lot and said, "I'm good," and he left.
Welcome to the Salty Christians YouTube channel. My name is Matt, and the mission of this YouTube channel is to share stories to inspire you to be a salty Christian, to live out what Jesus said in Matthew 5:13-15. We are the salt of the earth and the light of the world, and I do that by sharing stories and testimonies of Christians who are being salt and light. So today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Should Christians be in Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin all about? Later on in this episode, we're actually going to give you some good resources and tools to be able to dig into Bitcoin a little bit more. But I want to introduce you to my new friends here, Todd and Janet.
Good morning.
Good morning. So we're going to talk a lot about Bitcoin, but first tell me, what is a Bitcoin club?
The Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club. This is one of 5 open right now, soon to be 10 by the end of the year, 30 in the next 2 years. This is a place, brick and mortar, where people can come learn what it is, how to store it, how to buy it, but it's also community. Okay. We build community. We love like-minded people, but we're freedom. Everybody's welcome here. And you're the salty Christian.
Yes.
I love that we're out here right now, because when Todd and Ben were driving around looking at places, Bitcoin Ben, they pulled up here. We didn't have the appointment to see it. Todd had seen it. Ben walked up, looked at it, got on his knees and prayed in this parking lot and said, "I'm good," and he left. And it took about 3 months. He never walked in, and it took a while to get into the space, but this was our space. And I thought that is the sweetest story, because we're Christians.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin is a space a lot of people are afraid of. They've heard scams, they're hesitant. So finding a lease, I'm a residential realtor, 18 years here in Nashville. Finding a lease was difficult. We spent 6 months looking at locations. They would not give us this building unless I put my real estate office in it, because they were afraid of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And they love us. We've got a great relationship with them. So we are a Janet and Todd here with both the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club and my real estate office.
That's cool. Well, it's getting a little warm, so we'll go inside and tour around. But I guess I want to hear from you guys, why Bitcoin and Christian? What should be a Christian take on Bitcoin?
Well, me personally, I believe that it's going to allow churches, missionaries, and everybody else to build generational wealth for their parsonages and everything else, honestly. I still like gold and silver too, though. That's a thing. That's God's money too. So I mean, there's no reason why you can't have everything involved. I think the more the merrier. And I think for Christians and for anybody in general, it's going to be huge for their families in the future.
Yeah.
God doesn't fault anyone for being a good business person. It's is your love of money, is it of Christ?
Yeah.
That's where your focus is. But the neatest thing, when you think about our country creating a strategic reserve, you hear these now, Bitcoin for corporations. Why do the churches not have their own strategic reserve in Bitcoin? It's the number 1 appreciating asset in all of history.
Yeah, well, there's so many proverbs about being wise with your money.
Yes.
I also can hear Dave Ramsey. He's done a lot of videos and he's against Bitcoin. So
Yes.
I think I want to make it clear, like, we're not telling put all your assets into Bitcoin, but it's got a pretty long record now, 10, 15 years of growth. And so.
Yes,
Totally.
exactly.
Yes.
I have a mother and a sister both that have done the envelope method for 25 years, and I haven't. We have different philosophies behind it. It doesn't mean that one's right or wrong, but what we're seeing is the growth, the exponential growth in Bitcoin, and it's changing lives. But imagine a church on Bitcoin, and it just grows and grows. You don't have to pass the offering plate. It provides, and that's the most exciting thing, is that we actually have a chance to not be burdened by the inflation of the U.S. dollar.
That's true, because our money, the dollar, I mean, there's actually, I'm going to put a link down below in this video, but there was a YouTube video called God Bless Bitcoin.
Yes, we've played that movie in here.
Okay, yeah, and it's eye-opening of just our current fiat system. And then when you add the layer of faith and going, hey, as Christians, we need to be wise with our money and investments. And this is one avenue. Well, let's go inside.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't think I
So
can
when
see
did
anymore.
when did this opened up? Well, tell me the story behind Bitcoin Ben and his story, and like, what's the goal? I mean, this is to teach people about Bitcoin.
Yes. So Bitcoin Ben, he's your favorite former truck driver, as he likes to say. And he discovered Bitcoin. So he started in 2017 doing Facebook Live. His daughter helped him figure that out. He started telling people about it because he saw a way for the everyday person to get ahead. We are on a hamster wheel with working hard, trying to keep up with taxes, the price of eggs, the price of gas. Your money just doesn't go as far. Our money has lost 93% of its value since the Fed was formed in 1913, which was a cartel. It's not U.S. government. It's private, but they put it on the back of taxpayers. So we've lost all of this. So what you can see is your buying power has increased with Bitcoin. So he wants everyone to know it. So Bitcoin Ben, this is his mission. If Todd and I just wanted to make money, I'd sell houses and we'd buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But this is different. This is a mission.
It's a mission.
Yeah.
Totally.
We've prayed over every room of this club. We've had people walk through and pray with us. We had a Bible study here last night.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, this is more than just a business. It's about the people.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that I'm always impressed with when businesses, you don't have to put a cross on it, but when people walk in, they're going to feel the presence of God. And you don't force it. You know, you can also just come here and learn about Bitcoin, but there's a lot more to be had. And so.
Have you noticed when you have the Spirit of God, when people don't, you repel them? And you know they come against you, right?
Yeah.
And there's this like, we've seen it, we felt it. We knew when we stepped in what happened, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then also people who are broken are also attracted to the light. You know, that's part of being salt and light, you know, bringing light to darkness. Well, and I don't want to over spiritualize Bitcoin, but the stuff I've read, when you think about on a global scale, we're very blessed in America. But we're not, should probably put myself on talking, sorry. But so we're blessed here in America, but there's many countries that don't have freedom of commerce. And so the Bitcoin and the new currency actually levels the playing field and makes it a little more equitable, fair and equitable, globally. And so, yeah.
Our new CEO, Nathan Kirby, who's also a Christian, he said it best. He said, the sun is going to rise and set. It's in the code. It happens every day. Bitcoin is about the code. It's not controlled by an entity. It doesn't matter. Like Cracker Barrel recently, people got upset and they lost $250 million in their stock value. That's not going to happen in Bitcoin. It's not owned by anyone. It's not controlled by anyone. It doesn't have a corporate office. It doesn't have a corporate, none of that. Bitcoin is in the code. It doesn't care what you look like, who you are, where you came from. It's for everyone. Christ is for everyone. He doesn't care who you look like or where you came from.
That's good. That's really good. Well, give me a little tour around here. Absolutely. If you're, a Bitcoin club, so I come here, what am I going to...
Yeah, that's actually what you're looking at right there is our Bitcoin ATM from Byte Federal. And anybody can come in, and if they want to purchase a little Bitcoin, they can do that. It's easy. Just put your money in the machine. It'll give a tutorial right there. It'll actually tell you what Bitcoin is. You push that button, it'll go through a tutorial as far as that goes as well. So basically what you're getting with this club, it's a $50 a month membership. We wanted to make it where it would be easy for the average everyday person to afford and give them a place where they can come talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, whatever. It's also a freedom club. And that's really the way Ben likes it, is it's about freedom, personal freedom, sovereignty. And because that's what we're needing to teach. None of this stuff is taught in schools. And I know you were talking earlier that you do homeschool your kids. That's the best thing you could possibly do nowadays because, with school systems and everything, it's just really tough. You don't know who's teaching your kids, what they're teaching them, or anything else. So, but that's really what this is. It's a freedom club. We also educate on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We have a venture capital group as well that we are invested with. And so we enjoy what we do here. We love that we can help the community growing the ecosystem.
Yeah. Give me a little more tour around here. You can say something, Janet?
No, it's like, so here's our lobby. Every club is different. They kind of take on the personalities of the club owners. And each club has multiple owners. This is really neat. This is Fiat Leak, and this shows Bitcoin. We love watching the price every day. But we do tell people, you just get it and hold it. Bitcoin can be volatile. You need to have a stomach for it. So if it goes down, if you buy it right now, if you can buy $50 worth, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. And if it goes down, just breathe and hang on to it. It'll go back up. Don't do that fear of selling it low, buying high and selling low. Don't do that.
Kind of like the stock market, like exactly. If emotions will ruin you if you start to look at it every single day. Well, it's interesting. So I I've been teaching my kids Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and so I opened up a wallet, digital wallet for them, and teaching my son especially. Like, you start to see personality traits, and like, oh man, this kid really is into it.
Yes.
But it's like, all right, dude, you can't check it every single day. Like, it's, but his chore money, it's like, Dad, put $10 into Bitcoin and stuff like that. And so it's kind of fun to do that, but I also see him, obsessing over it sometimes, and it's like, nah, we just, set it there, set it, forget it. What is it?
HODL, HODL.
Yeah, we have a poster in here that says
Okay.
that.
Hold on for dear life, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So right here, show this to your viewers, because it was a funny
There we go.
story.
Perfect.
This happened years ago in a chat online, and the guy had actually had too many drinks, and he was trying to tell them to hold on to their Bitcoin, and he wrote HODL, and it became a thing.
Oh, really?
So
I did
now
not
it's
know
like
that.
HODL, hold on for dear life, but the origin was really a guy that just had a typo
Had too many.
because he'd had too many.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
But hold on for dear life is true, because we are opening Private Key Capital, which is a credit union. We're flying to El Salvador next week for the government vote, and it will have an office here in the club. That is the first fully backed Bitcoin credit institution or a financial institution in the world. So we will have, in talking about HODL, like if you have your Bitcoin there, you'll earn 4% interest on it in Bitcoin. You'll have the opportunity to mine. You'll have the opportunity for Bitcoin-backed loans. So in real estate, I will be able to facilitate Bitcoin-backed loans for my clients so they can buy a house and borrow against it. Imagine when you pay your mortgage, say it's $3,000 a month, $2,000 goes to interest. You just never get it back, right?
Yep.
So at the end, you're way upside down. If you borrow against your Bitcoin, Bitcoin's going to grow. It's grown at 60% a year over the life of Bitcoin. So imagine, even if it's 30%, you're going to be ahead by the end of it. So if you borrow against it, once you've paid it off, you still have the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You didn't get rid of the assets. So you actually have your retirement when you've paid that house off. It's generational wealth. It's a whole nother way of thinking about money and currency and growth in the future. And so Christ gives us our hope in Christ. Bitcoin is financial hope here on earth. Christ is hope forever.
Are there any common criticisms from the Christian community around Bitcoin, or not? I guess we're talking all about the good stuff, but like,
Yes.
what would be some of those,
You deal with a lot of the scams and stuff.
Yeah, it's the scams. So many people have got scammed, and then some people are scared, because of, end times and stuff, which I understand fully. I understand that stuff very well. But I always tell people, I was like, look, don't put everything into it, just dollar cost average in, and that's it. You don't worry about it. And a little bit will get you a long way. So if you don't mortgage everything you've got to get into it, but just a little bit at a time.
Yeah, I've heard.
Keep it safe.
Yeah, because I did a little research, and I basically, the consensus that I heard from different people was like, put it in, what you're willing to lose.
Exactly.
Yes.
But the upside, like even if it's like 5% of overall investing, it could go up.
Yes.
And so,
Yeah.
And we're not financial advisors.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And I should probably put that down
Please
below
don't.
here.
We are
Below,
not financial
not financial advice.
But
No.
we're saying what we
We're
did.
educators.
Because when we first got into it, we were afraid of Bitcoin, so we wouldn't buy Bitcoin. So we bought these other altcoins, as they call them. They have another word for it.
And
But we bought those, and
We're not saying
and-
that.
I'll put an emoji that represents.
Yeah.
it.
So when we saw what Bitcoin was and understood the code, we sold all of those at a loss, put it in Bitcoin. It's all back and then some with no regrets.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. But we had to put, at first it was $200. Okay, if we lose 200, we're okay. Let's try this. And then it went to like 2,000, right?
Yeah.
It's what you're comfortable with. And if you can't afford it, we have ways for people to earn Bitcoin, paying their mortgage, doing their daily activities.
Yeah, the whole altcoin space, like I looked into that, and that's when I realized, oh wait, this can be addictive and day trading, and you lose a lot of money. But it also, you start to feel like there's almost like a greed to it, like, oh, I gotta get in, but there's like losers, there's like winners and losers on it, like they're like, I mean, even the Trump coin, like that just, I think that probably put a bad taste in people's mouth. Like insiders knew about it, and then made a lot of money and then sold it. And it's like, that's not biblical. Versus Bitcoin, there's not been a big scam or scandal around Bitcoin, right?
And that's that kind of meme coin. There's, unless they create a utility with it, my hope is they will, and the people that are still holding it will get their money back. Because I feel like that was awful what happened to people, and I don't understand why that happened, because it's not who we are in this space, and it's not how we treat our people in this space. But the president has done so many things for our community, and we're very grateful for that.
Well, and I should also say
and
it
opened
wasn't
so
only
many doors.
Trump. It was
there's multiple meme coins. It's just that one was unfortunate, and because I bought a little bit just to kind of be a part of it, so I'm watching it. But I keep hoping they'll come back with the utility and do some, and they may. They may.
So give me an example. Well, let's keep on walking. I want to give people a tour, but give me an example of a meme coin or altcoin that has utility.
I would say something that sometimes they give you a pass to a concert.
Okay.
Sometimes
like
they
an NFT or something.
Okay.
Yes, and sometimes you have to have it to access a website, access things on a website, and eventually every company will have their own currency. It's they'll have Walmart will have like a Wally coin. Everyone will have. What's happening is the Fed will stop being the giver of currency, right? And we start running our country, because years ago, farmer would have their own coin with their name on it. They would pay their farm hands. They would have a store on site, and they would go get what they needed for their family. It's going to return to things
It's
like
a decentralized system is what it is, and what most people don't understand, everything right now is centralized. Well, decentralization is freedom. It's true freedom, and that's the thing, is like you don't have to rely on just going to a centralized entity, whether it's a big corporation or the government itself. You actually interact and build locally. That's what we're here to do also, is with these clubs, is to build locally, build out our infrastructure, interact with one another, go to a farmer's market, get with your farmer. Oh, speaking of which, we've got Beef Initiative.
Okay, actually.
Yes.
So why is the Beef Initiative so tied closely to the crypto world or Bitcoin?
85% of our food is centrally controlled.
Okay.
Money centrally controlled, right? They're putting our ranchers and farmers out of business every day. They have their land, their cattle, all of it. They are existing on loans that have like 40 and 50% finance charges. They're drowning and they're losing their farms. Our credit union, we're going to help them with loans. We are going to help the entire community. So there are different programs going on. The Beef Initiative is after clean beef, non-mRNA beef, beef that doesn't have injections and hormones. We know where it came from. So our club members can buy beef in bulk. It comes 4 times a year. And they know it's clean. They know the rancher that it came from. It's tokenized. Anything that's left over, they'll make a little Bitcoin on it, and so will the rancher. So there are different programs going on, but one is we want to help our ranchers keep their ranches. We want to give them lower interest-backed loans, lower rate loans. So it's helping our country. We've got to help our country from the grassroots.
Yes. Our history of our country has been small mom and pop businesses.
Yes, it has.
And we're just erasing those. And
And it started with Walmart. Walmart's what started it. Now, Sam Walton, I believe, was a very good man, and I believe he's probably rolling over in his grave knowing what's happened to his company, because that was not the intent of what he built. And it just turned into this big conglomerate, which really broke the backbone of small town businesses. It literally wiped them out.
Wow. Man, you got my brain going. Well, give me a little more tour.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, these are pictures of events. Like, this is our grand opening. Like, there's the mayor of Brentwood. This is the mayor of Fairview, former mayor of Fairview. So we love our politicians being a part of this, because we know we need change on the legislative level. And now, this is funny. So we met Marsha Blackburn last year, and we were talking with her about Bitcoin. She said, you know, the funny thing is the Bitcoiners don't want to give up their Bitcoin. They'll give her a fiat cash for her campaign, but they don't want to give up the Bitcoin, because they know the value. It's going to go up. So Tennessee flag. And so this is we have a wonderful seating areas up here. This is our mezzanine. This is where the Bible study was last night. And you can go up and you can look over. You were privileged, not privileged, sounds awful, but you were at our event.
That's right. Yeah, you had
really
you had 30, 40 people here.
We did.
And the purpose was just to educate people
It was.
about Bitcoin.
Yes, totally.
This is interesting too. Sorry. This was Bitcoin 24. I haven't put up Bitcoin 2025.
Oh, this was the event in Nashville,
This
right?
was the event in
Yeah, I
Nashville. So
remember
there's
that.
President Trump speaking. We've never seen a president before in person. Todd and I with Bitcoin Ben. Michael Saylor, he is just a warrior for Bitcoin. He is the CEO of, it's now called Strategy. So they are about to be approved for the S&P 500, right? And they're a Bitcoin-backed company. They have grown past all of the, what is it called? The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
So,
Really?
so I got to have my picture with Michael Saylor. So we have other influencers here. We had a big, busy booth and just a lot of fun.
And actually, Bitcoin just passed Amazon for, what was it? The
market cap.
Market cap, for market
Really?
cap. Yes, it did, which is huge, because let me tell you something. It's always Christmas at our house, because every day we're getting things.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I don't have time to shop.
No, she doesn't
I'm
have time to
selling
shop.
houses
She,
that is crazy to think, though, that Bitcoin is now worth more than Amazon.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
considering that how many, everybody watching this video probably gets something from Amazon every week.
we all do. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
incredible.
Yeah.
Well, let's. I know
Yeah.
you guys got a podcast. Show me the podcast space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are there any Christians in the Bitcoin space who are using it? Because you talked about these meme coins with utility. Like anybody, that maybe people should go check out who's, representing Jesus and Bitcoin at the same time really well.
That is a great question.
I know we have our podcast, God, Freedom, and Bitcoin. I don't know of someone that actually has a Christian Bitcoin podcast, but I know there are so many. There probably is one out there we don't know of.
Yeah, and that's fine because we're not all called to put the cross on everything and I'm a Christian Bitcoiner. You can be both, but it's in your relationships.
Yeah.
And that's part of being salty Christian is just living out your faith and with integrity. So.
Yes.
It's your actions and words. I have had, and it's unfortunate, but usually like in real estate agents that send me in their signature and their email has a scripture. They have been the ones that have treated me the worst.
Yeah.
They've behaved the worst. And it's hard because you've got this, you're representing Christ, but your behavior isn't Christ-like. So for us, it's really nice. We do have God, Freedom, and Bitcoin in the podcast, but our actions better reflect him. We are his hands and feet. And if we're not doing that in our day-to-day, if they can't tell who we are by that, if they don't recognize Christ in us, then we need to get back on our knees.
Yeah.
We're doing it wrong.
That's an
Yeah.
encouragement for everybody watching because I always say we all have a sphere of influence. And we don't need to look at other people's influence. Where today can God use you and do it with integrity? And sometimes it's being bold and sharing your faith, and sometimes it's just making an excellent whatever you do. I had my episode last week was with the cookery, and they help homeless men get off the street.
I love that.
And the thing that I was encouraged by most was going through their Yelp because they're a restaurant. And I was like, all right, wait, so you're going to be very bold about your faith, but is the food good? And I had their fish tacos. They were amazing. Yelp reviews, also said amazing food. Because I would be kind of disheartened if they're going to say we're Jesus, 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 and then you eat the food and you're like, it's not quality.
Right.
And so, yeah.
I would love to say too. So Dr. J. Bose is our CEO.
Okay.
And he put it best. So we have a company pyramid that we just started working on. And we've got our clubs, we have our club programs, we'll have our bank, we'll have different things. The very top is charity. So we know when all of this is in place, we can help so many people.
Yeah.
When we started this, when we saw the potential, what was the first thing that we did?
We wanted to help people. Charity.
We write a
Charity's our
list.
top, and that was one of our things. We've actually already talked to people that we want to do that with. So for us, it's really giving back to what we're blessed to have.
Yeah.
We know a lot will be expected
Yes.
once all of this hits, and we're excited about that.
Well, and I'm always encouraged to meet Christian business leaders and the whole kind of kingdom entrepreneurship, but the heart of it is do excellent work for the world, and then you're able to impact the world more that's why, honestly, not to get all pro-America, but America's been able to do a lot of good. Yes, we've got our issues, but because of our system, we've been able to bring a lot of people out of poverty and help a lot of, because we've done excellent commerce and business.
Yes. We have a library here. We keep a Bible in the library. Different books.
Any books here? What's the number one crypto book?
It's in the front lobby. We do have thank God for Bitcoin.
Okay, yes. I'm trying to reach out to one of these guys. I want to feature them.
Yes. This book is, if you want to learn about the Fed and how corrupt it is.
I've got a buddy who told me about this.
The Fed, they met in secret on Christmas Eve, hid their names, went to Jekyll Island, beautiful, off the coast of Georgia, and set up the Fed.
Really?
It's a cartel. How can we get away and put it on the backs of taxpayers? And so right now in the news, you hear about the Fed. It's not federally controlled, but the land they're on is. So there are so many different things going on. But our money system is corrupt and broken, and this is why.
Okay,
and we've got the two books.
I'll put a link to this in the.
Let me go grab
Actually,
those
I'm going to
books.
buy this book also because I've had people tell me.
Okay.
Thank God for Bitcoin. I read this.
That is an excellent book, and it's a short read, which makes it a lot easier
Yeah.
too. Because of course, I do audiobooks too, which right now that's my audiobook, and I'm going through it pretty good.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's an excellent book. Both of them are excellent, and we've got all sorts of reading material here. We've got people here that can talk to you about different things. I mean, you can get down there and just have conversations for hours upon hours. We've done that before. We've done it at our meetups and everything like that. Of course, you saw that the other night when you were here. So
yeah, the couple chapters in Thank God for Bitcoin. Just so for people have an example, it's understanding money, the history of money, inflation, the problem with fiat money, money in politics. It breaks it. And then the one that I'm most excited about is chapter 9 right here, the redemption of money. And just as salty Christians, we are called to redeem all areas of life.
Yes.
And I think Bitcoin has an opportunity to redeem money.
Absolutely.
I brought these down here. So Safadina Moose has written the Bitcoin Standard and the Fiat Standard. This book is what took Michael Saylor's company from nothing to everything. He changed their entire course, so he's now written the intro on that. The Fiat Standard talks about the life we live. It also talks about fiat food, because there's a whole correlation with that. And this is one of our venture capital members. She's a nurse out of Canada and wrote this book, because the space is primarily men still, 75% men.
Except for us, we have a lot of women in our space here. Ironically enough,
because of your beautiful bride.
Well, that helps. You're right. Absolutely. So that helps us. But yeah, Ben has he understands that women are what really makes the household run, and it also helps make business run. Yeah. And I think for too long, we haven't given enough credit to the women and what they bring to the table, because I can tell you, without her, I would not be who I am, literally. So she helps me run my business, and she helps keep me straight on the straight and narrow. So I'm very thankful for that.
So let's go. I'm going to go around here to the workroom. So because this is the Salty Christians, I love hearing stories of being, how God's used you to be salt and light. So, I'd love to hear a story from both of you, and it can be in this space, it can be in your real estate and life, but brag on how God's used you to be able to bring salt and light to different situations.
Well, I can tell you, he's given me a lot of patience when I haven't had it. He's helped me to appreciate every single day that I'm given. He's obviously still got some use for me because he's keeping me here. So every day I try to live the best life I can and do right by people as best as I can. So I'm thankful for that. And I know, having Janet here has been a huge blessing. And, I can't tell you how much I love this woman right here for what she's done for me. And that's God just blessing me.
Yeah.
So
we feel like we're here. I'm trying to think of a specific situation, but when you live your life and you're always in Him and listening to Him, He brings it organically. I have church on Tuesday mornings at a dining room table in Thompson Station with a client in real estate. I don't put it out there up front, but it comes out all the time. And wherever two or more are gathered, He is there. It happens all the time. It happens here in this club all the time. And we feel like we are supposed to be here. We feel like we're on this mission. I mean, God called me to real estate. He told me every step to do. I was supposed to be in the residential real estate business, which is hard, which led us here because it's such a grind. Todd was looking for a way where I didn't have to sell a house to get paid, a way to have our life back. And because people call me Sunday morning, birthday, holiday, vacation, it doesn't matter. And so that's how we ended up in the space, is Todd was looking for a way to lift the burden off of me. What can we do? And that's how we found Bitcoin. So your heart was so pure in looking for something like that. But look at what it's going to do. Our hope and prayer is that we really can equip the churches with a strategic reserve. We could really help that next level. We can really help people start acquiring it. Like I told you earlier, see this Folds card? There's a way people can earn Bitcoin every day. You can earn Bitcoin paying your mortgage. Scan that QR. You can earn Bitcoin paying your car note. You can earn it going to the grocery store. So we've earned $4,000 or $5,000 lightly using. This is a preloaded debit card. You get it in the mail. We will have it with our bank eventually, but it's the Fold app. So they can use that and earn Bitcoin and never have to, if they don't have anything in their budget, just pay your bills through this bank, through this, and you'll earn Bitcoin.
It's the easiest way to earn it
Amazon,
without any hard work, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the easiest way to do it for a newbie, literally.
I'm thinking a lot of times in the Christian community, I can kind of want to go away from Bitcoin because all you see is the Bitcoin millionaires and the flashiness.
Yes.
And the scams, right?
Always.
But you guys are talking about this is just being wise with the money that God's given us.
Yep.
And with charity on the top, being able to give back and sow back into. I mean, imagine a healthy church that could be able to serve its community because it's invested wisely.
Yes. Because some churches right now, like when they're given stocks, they have to sell it immediately. Like that's the next step is you hold on to it. We know there are some that do take Bitcoin, and I'm sure that will grow. And then we've even talked to, we did a call with about 20 priests for one of our club owners to educate them on Bitcoin for their parsonages. Like we will do that. Anyone listening, if you want us to do it, I don't care where you are. If you want us to do a Zoom call,
We'll be more than happy
we'll
to.
do one and just and do like an education and answer their questions. If it's where we can travel to, we'll come. I mean, we could even come do a workshop. We could figure out something like that. Like
we could do a workshop here, actually.
We could do one here, and we can stream it as well. And so we love our stage. We love our country. We love our flag. We just, God bless America. And we want our country back. And we're getting it back. And we want financial freedom. You want freedom of religion. But you also want financial freedom. You can't go out and help your community if all you're doing is working for that almighty dollar and that almighty tax that is taken every direction you turn. But what if you didn't have to? Do you know how many hands could go out and help? You could go, if you had a widow, you could go trim her landscaping. You would have time. You wouldn't be coming home crushed, having to get to bed to get up and start the grind of 12 hours plus whatever it is the next day. And the phones never let us rest. So it's so empowering to think about if you didn't have to chase your money, what you could do for God, for the community, for the world.
Yeah, I love your passion and zeal for this.
She's passionate. Absolutely. No, I love it because let me tell you, she's the best advertisement for what we do here at the clubs. She really is. And she's also our chief marketing officer too. So she's got a natural passion and ability that I don't have.
Well, and I guess I commend you guys for, you've woven your faith into it. You've prayed over this place, but you're also not advertising, hey, come get rich. You're not trying to bring people for the wrong reasons. It's like, no, just understand here's another new way to invest and do it. Final question, unless there's other stuff, but like, what would be some resources if someone's watching this right now and they're just like, okay, Bitcoin, crypto, all this stuff, it's daunting. Where should they start? We shared some of the books. Anything else that
for us? Go to bitcoinbin.io. Bitcoinbin.io. You will see our 6 clubs right now on the front page. Pick a club. Pick Nashville. No, but any of the clubs. If you're a member at one club, you're a member at all clubs. And just sign up and you can start being a part of our classes. We have live classes twice a week on Zoom. They can call in, they can watch it later. Our archive is about 95 classes right now. So they could go back and learn about Bitcoin, XRP, wallets, the rainbow chart, layer 2. Like
how not to get scammed.
How not to get scammed.
How to self-store, yes.
And Steve's we've already got our list of classes up right now on all the club sites. So they click one of those, they'll see what's coming.
Can people do these online too or no?
Yeah. Absolutely. Totally. We have members for the Nashville Club in Philippines, Netherlands, El Salvador.
So they don't need to be in the Nashville
area.
They
do not.
Be out of country.
And and those club members, we have other educational resources online. They can also, we are on all the socials. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Our YouTube channel, our God, Freedom, and Bitcoin is on our Nashville YouTube channel. We also have links to that from our Nashville site. And you can get to everything from bitcoinbin.io. And you can call us at 562-526-0813.
Cool. And I'll put the link down below for people can click easily from YouTube. But awesome. Well, any final thoughts? I think we got it.
Loved having you here. Awesome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. I hope that this demystifies Bitcoin a bit for people. And, because I say we're going to be salty in every location, in our sphere of influence, and that can be in our finances and the future of finances. And Bitcoin is clearly. Oh, final question for my son. So he has XRP.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that? Is it going to go bigger or not?
I believe it could.
It could.
It could.
It hasn't yet.
It's also centralized. So when it hits that number, they could pull it and you're upside down.
Meaning some humans have
Humans can control it.
Correct.
And it's not scarce. What makes Bitcoin so special is it's scarce. There are only 21 million. We have over 28 million millionaires just in the US. So every millionaire in our country will not have one Bitcoin. Because we already have millions lost. And so you think about that. That's why Bitcoin goes up in value, is it's scarce. XRP, we have concerns. I've bought and sold it 3 times. I'm like, oh, maybe it's going to go up, that quick buck. And then I think, no. I know Bitcoin. I know the code behind Bitcoin. And some people may make a lot with XRP, and that's wonderful. Just make sure you want them to get it out in time in case there is a change. And if we're wrong and they do well, that's great. It's a risk that everyone has to take a look at and decide for themselves when they look at all of it. We educate, you don't want to buy any of it till you feel like you are comfortable knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do your own
that's why we
research.
educate.
Always do your own research. DYOR.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, okay, buddy. If you're watching this, your chore money is going to go to more Bitcoin.
That's
Awesome.
adorable.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that was
it.
awesome.
Thank you.